I'm not a big fan of blaming crowds. I mean, I blame myself.
I will.
There's such thing. Anyone comments like, I never blame the crowd. This is bullshit. There are bad crowds. There are terrible people who are part of comedy show crowds.
They're terrible people.
And you know your stuff works, but then when you go up in there, there's like, you're like, come on.
I'm very aware when it doesn't go right. You know, that's a big like flag in your head. When you have a bit that fucking kills and then you tell it and it falls flat, you're like, what the fuck happened?
We all have them. We have test jokes that we do, that we know. We're like, okay, I know a good crowd, this joke, this bit gets an applause break here. You know, so with me, it's like, yeah, it's like, okay, that joke is supposed to get an applause break, but it only got a laugh. You know, or it's supposed to it's supposed to get 2 laughs in the setup. It got nothing. Let's see if the punchline is gonna get anything. So yeah, it's one of those deals, and it is a weird feeling. It's that pit in the stomach kind of feeling where you're like, oh, is it all gonna be like this?
You tell a joke and it kills, and the next day you go, oh, I'm gonna try that new joke that just slammed, and you do the joke, and then for whatever reason, nothing, man.
Oh, God, to put it best, it's ego shattering. When you tell a joke, you know it works, and they could just, because now you're just a grown idiot. You're a grown man standing up there, you know, looking for this approval of these people that could care less. Do you know what I did to get here? I drove 19 hours, and you are why I'm here. Don't care. Just take it, please. Take it. No. No.
I'm not talking about laughing at individual jokes. If a crowd won't shut up and listen to you, they're a bad crowd.
No, that's a different thing.
Well, you just said there were no bad crowds.
There's only a handful of times, I think, where you can blame a crowd. Like, you know what I mean? I think there's only a handful of times that you can legitimately go, you know what? Fuck you guys. That works every single time, and you guys aren't into it for whatever reason. But for the most part, I mean, if you're not getting anything from the bit, like nothing, even if it's not a chuckle from the bartender, like that's when you know the crowd's not into it. When you're satisfied with it, well, the staff liked it.
Well, I know that you will say, you know, that's a funny joke. You guys should laugh. And I just don't, maybe they're right. Maybe it's not funny. I'm fine. I'll do it the next time.
So you'll concede it's not funny and then do it again?
It's not funny to them. If they don't like it, what am I supposed to? What are you supposed to do? Just say you guys are stupid?
It's about the audience, man. You gotta make them happy, and a lot of times you get comics that aren't successful doing that, and they start blaming the audience, like, oh, that was a crappy crowd, or oh man, I didn't like them, or this and that. Well, okay, yeah, that's true some of the time, but you also at times have to take the blame, you know.
I mean, 90% of the time it's you. Whether you want to believe it's the crowd, I always blame it on the crowd, but I mean, it's me. You can go up there and give more effort, put more behind a joke, do more crowd work. There's something you could have done that would have made people laugh.
You know, but that is what I like about this game. That is what I love about comedy, is like, I love being put in those situations and being like, go make that work. You know what I mean? Because when you've done comedy long enough, you've seen that to where you anticipate it, so you just know to joke about the situation. So once you can address that situation and get laughs from it, that's how you make it work. And that's actually the challenge of this game. That's why I've been doing it for as long as I have. If I didn't enjoy that, trust me, I would have quit 8 years ago.
I love Elvis Presley. I think Elvis Presley is the perfect metaphor for the United States. Because Elvis started out young and sexy and innovative, and then he became all fat and disgusting and bloated. And I think that's where the United States is now. We're in our fat Vegas jumpsuit Elvis period. Too fucked up to know that the audience isn't taking us anymore. This crowd loves me, man. I can do whatever I want. Karate kick, baby. Did my hero just do a karate kick? I'll take it. I'm a whore for laughter, man. Wherever it comes, I am a whore for laughter. I mean, look at this, obviously. Why would I be playing the Broadway Inn and Conference Center if I were not a whore for laughter? This is the comedy equivalent to blowing guys at the bus station. That's what this is. This is like blowing guys at the bus station. Is he doing it for the money or because he really likes it? Nobody really knows.
You spend time on the road. Let's say you're gone for 3-4 months. What do you do to kill time? Like when you're in the
a lot of jacking off.
I do. I do a lot of masturbating.
So go through a lot of socks.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's how you start the day. What's wrong with that? Everybody does it. You do it. Not the camera guy. I'm talking about you in there watching this. He does it too.
I like to go and just walk around, man, and get a vibe for that town. Just like looking at their stores and meeting people and watching people interact and just being out, man.
Or like if there's a mall nearby, you go to the mall. And that's what everybody does. You just go to a mall.
Like, I spend more money on the road because I'm bored, so I just go to malls or...
I've been to every thrift store in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the mall. You're a comic. Gotta go to the mall. So that's in our DNA. We gotta go to the mall.
If I could add anything or ask anything of the viewing audience, it would be to, first of all, respect live comedy in your attendance, respect the stage, turn off your cell phones and your pagers, and please don't tell us jokes after the show.
I'm very hesitant to tell people that I'm a comic because the first thing out of my, I'm going to tell you a joke. Or tell me a joke. That's what I get a lot. Oh, what do you do? I'm a stand-up. Well, tell me a joke.
When people say, tell me a joke, they don't have 15 minutes, and it does whatever works on stage doesn't work off and vice versa. So, like, I don't do a setup, point of view, punchline, but I'm dumb. I wish I had that skill set.
I made the mistake of being honest and telling him what I did for a living. I should have said I packed powder and bullet casings. But I made the mistake of saying I do stand-up comedy.
This one guy goes, well, just tell us your favorite story. What's your favorite story? And I'm looking at him like, are you fucking crazy? I just did that for a fucking hour. You came and paid. Now we're standing there and having a beer, and you're saying, just tell your favorite, my favorite fucking story.
One of the biggest misconceptions is that we're always funny. We're not. We're not always funny. We are human beings. Yes, what you see on stage is a concentrated amount of funny. That's what we've worked down to what is funny. But the majority of that is just one side of our persona. It's not the entire human being. So we're funny on stage. Don't ask us to be funny anywhere else.
All comics hate that. The comics hate that. For the people that are watching this documentary, just know that if you are not a comic, please do not engage comedians with jokes. We hate that.
Yeah, I hate it when comics are always trying to try material out on me.
Well, here's the joke. Here's the joke.
Is this another one of your costumes? No, I'm a real vampire. I figured if we're gonna be hanging out at night, I might as well become one. But this is Christian comedy night.
And we shall call it Hell Gig.
The thing is, what I learned is it's not illegal to take your pants off if you don't have genitals.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's just smooth.
Why?
Man.
What was your other option, the dead one?
Randy sends me on a gig to Chinatown to do this gig for this company. And I get there, and the whole thing, I swear, everybody looks like they're going to sneeze in Chinatown. Oh, I don't, oh, excuse me, I don't, excuse me, and I swear to God, this guy's family, it was so big, they all come into the showroom, and I go, that's my family there, like 15 people. People from China, they just have sex like crazy. No, you got broccoli, here come beef. No, oh, that's why they have the orgasm face. Oh.
The people that don't love comedy are the people that have not lived life. They haven't had their ass handed to them. People that love comedy have gone through so much shit that they relate to it. They're like, oh my God, that happened to me. 22-year-olds haven't had anything. They still want to be cool. No, I would never. No.